Hi guys, welcome to September's Room. This week on Substack, rather than talking about food, we're talking about repurposing in your own home when you want to redo a room. In my family, we bring things from room to room. I have a beautiful rug that's gone from my kitchen to my bedroom that is now in the Susan suite. So it's like changing things up, whether it's where you hang your art, or where you put the bed. So September's room, because September hasn't lived here for a long time, was like I had my Peloton, I had my red light, I had a big rack of clothes, but it was like, it just made me feel crazy because on the top floor of the house, I haven't put any new energy in for a long time. And with Susan dying and with my kids moving away, it was time to sort of reclaim the upper floor of my house. We're halfway through the project and it's been a lot of fun. And of course it makes you crazy the whole time you're doing it. Some of the things that we repurposed, September and I went to Morocco. This came from a trip there. So pretty, and it was on September's bed. This beautiful linens here that I absolutely love from Jason Home. This was something that at various times I've had in my room. I love it so much. And I was like, it's gonna be absolutely perfect. One of the things we did was we took a bed that was from Patrick's room, and because Patrick's room became a whole different room, we took Patrick's bed frame. We decided to put it in front of the window, which people thought we were crazy. I'm so glad we did it. And then we actually kept September's mattress. So all of those things were really repurposed. And then I was like, let's get a beautiful, wonderful, I got those wonderful Hudson Park sheets that you get from Bloomingdale's. And they're not inexpensive. I always buy them on sale, but the thing about them is they last for like years and years and years and years. So when September was in high school, September removed the closet. So it was just like the bed was shoved in here partially. But I was like, okay, we're getting the closet back. So one place we did spend a little more was we got really beautiful hardware. And Paul, my contractor, found smaller doors that he could, just sort of, instead of like making a custom door, just find an existing door that worked. And we wanted something, it had to kind of match with the other doors already. So this is gonna end up being part of the guest closet, and what we're going to do is we're going to keep it empty, because when you go to someone's house and they really have a spot for you, for me that's the best feeling in the entire world, and it's easy to fill up a closet. So these two are for the guests, and then this becomes my linen closet here. So linens and tablecloths and things for the house. So art has always been really important to me. A real influence in my life was my friend Susan Pirtle, who's in memory care now. And she really taught me about getting art and buying it from emerging artists and having art that you have for years and years that you love. So this is actually a photograph of my dad, I think when he was in Australia on a boat sleeping. And I said to September, how would you feel if I put that in your room? And September said, yes. Here's another piece by this artist called Mark McDowell. And I got this in my 20s, and it says, I think I'm in the doghouse. When my son Patrick was living here, he was in the doghouse very, very often. It was in his room, and at some point I told him it was his. He now lives in Hawaii, and at some point the other day I'm like, I'm unwrapping it and taking it back. He said, I thought that was my piece of art. I said, yeah, you left home 10 years ago. Guess what? It's mine now. Okay, but when I die, he can have it. Okay. Now, I don't know what these are called, but this is something, where it's like a shadow picture. This was actually September, and I wanted to have touches in here that are very personal, so I wanted to put that in here, and we decided to hang this below the chair rail, and I think it really looks fabulous. So my mother, who's gone 27 years this week, I think it's 27, could be 26, it's a blur. A butterfly is one of my symbols for her. So throughout my house, I have a butterfly in every single room, and it is the way that she's always with us, that we remember her, that she's our matriarch. But in September's room, most especially sleeping under this bed, I wanted the sort of blessing of my mother being here in a larger way. And I'm so happy. Got these from Jason Home. They were not at all expensive. And I have them all over my house. This is a beautiful lamp. I wish I knew where we got it. I think we'll put it in Substack where we did. But this wasn't expensive. I love it. It's beautiful. Vivian put some kind of bulb in. You're not going to see it now, where it's like, goes all these different colors. It's smart lighting, so that's exciting. And from Jason Home, we got this piece. Wasn't expensive. All things relative. And it just has a real nice feeling to it. Oh, one more thing I want to say. September's floor was a blonde wood that September did when they were in high school. So we put this new flooring in out here, and Paul, the contractor, said, well, we're certainly not going to rip this out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to sand it down and we're going to match it. And he did a a beautiful job. So my red light used to be on the stand in the corner, but it takes up a lot. And Paul suggested we hang it. So I have it in here now. I come every morning to do the red light, and it makes me happy. So it's on the wall. I think it looks a little bit cool. And I just want to say luggage racks. People really like when they come to be able to put their luggage on something. So we have this here, and we have September arriving with our dear friend Cassidy, and so they're going to be putting their things here. So whether it comes to food, fashion, or your home, it feels good to re-energize things. To me, it's a way to make a difference in your own environment. And what that often means is recycling what you already have. But I do want to show you one more thing. I want to show you the rug that I was talking about that's been in 3 rooms. Another day we're going to get into this room, but this is a beautiful rug that I've had for, 20 years, and it started in my kitchen. Then I was like, realistically, it didn't work because once I started blogging, we were going to ruin it. It was moved up to my room, and I loved it so much. And then when we did this room, I thought, oh gosh, it'll be fun when I do my room to get a new rug, because I'm going to really keep a lot of the same things I have, just do a little upglow in my room. But we moved it over here, and it's created a whole green theme. And sometime I'll show you the malachite collection. I just want to show you a couple more of the butterflies. So in New Suite, we have this here. We have our matriarch here. She loves us, and she's always blessing us. And then in the bathroom, 1, 2. And I found a way to put a butterfly in every single room in my home. It makes me really happy.